gorgeous. It's Jen. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have an entire face of drugstore makeup, some that are new, some that are established favorites, and some that I'm still testing out. I got a haircut at the Sun-Dae Jenny. I actually used the ponytail technique. I should have taken pictures. I think I like it, but I lost a lot of length. Hopefully you can see that. But it definitely is adding more volume. And of course I colored it. Let's take care of these grays. Let me know what you think. I'm gonna start with the primer that I'm testing. I have this Sephora brand Mattify and Refine. And if you're not familiar, somebody's doing their grass outside. Awesome. If you're not familiar, Sephora does have an in-house brand that is very affordable. I am working on a Sephora versus Ulta video, and I do not recall ever trying a primer from Sephora. I do have mature, oily skin. This primer says that it's going to control shine for up to 10 hours, and it's got witch hazel and white tea extract. I've used it a couple times. I'm still not sure. I'll keep you posted. Essence came out with a new tinted brow gel. This looks very similar to the NYX Thick It Slick It, but for less money. So I picked mine up in the shade Ash Brown. This is a different kind of shade for me, but I feel like my hair's been getting a little bit lighter, so I should try to match the brows. I also heard that if your brows are too dark, it can age you. Just trying it out. I have used this a couple of times. Let me know, do you prefer first impressions, or would you rather watch a review where somebody is a little more familiar with the product? I mean, first impressions are fun, but I know that your opinions can change after you've used a product for a while. They can get better or they can get worse. So I just don't ever want to mislead anybody. And this one, I am liking. If anything, the softer color is a little easier to control because I know the one that I have from NYX is espresso, I believe, and one false move and your eyebrows look crazy. So I am still a little bit more of a clear brow gel kind of girl. But there is a benefit to the color. It really does save you time, and if you are in a rush or you don't want to spend 20 minutes fussing with your brows, this could be a good option. I'm going to continue with the eyes, and I picked up a new liquid eyeshadow from Essence. It is the Luminous Eye Tint Liquid Shadow. I got mine in the shade Gleaming Charm. I'll take my Essence Matte Bronzer, and I do want to just add a little bit of, I didn't put eye primer on. Hold please. Okay, threw a little bit of the Essence Prime Like a Boss eyeshadow primer on. I washed my brushes like a good girl, and I'm just gonna provide a little bit of structure. Bronzer is on. Now let's check out this liquid shadow. Ooh, it looks pretty. Look at the shine on that. Just put this on my lid. I'm just using the applicator to spread it. That seems to be working well. Now I'll take a small blending brush and just go over the edges. Use my finger to blend a little bit. All right, I'm just going to build up that edge a little bit. I like it. I have my Essence 24 Ever Ink Liner. Go ahead and throw a wing on. Essence has a new pencil liner that I've not picked up yet. You know I love the Extreme Lasting pencil, but for today I picked up one from Ulta Beauty in preparation for comparing the Sephora and Ulta brands against each other. This is their automatic liner in matte black, and I'm just gonna do my waterline. And just a little bit on the top to extend that wing. No complaints. And for top mascara, I heard somebody talking about this one from Wet n Wild. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Length Mascara. It was super cheap, and they were comparing it to, I will pop it up, and I will of course include her face and her page, but it was a high-end mascara and she was super impressed with it. So I thought we'd try this one out. I believe it was less than $4. So always up for a new mascara. The wand is little. Well, it's not love at first sight, I can tell you that. Let me build up a couple coats and see what I can accomplish here. All right, that's 3 coats, and I can't say it's the worst mascara I've ever tried, but I would tell you to stick to Big Papa. Let's move on to foundation, and I have been testing this one from Ulta, the Youthful Glow Foundation. It was on sale. It said it was a thin texture. That's all I needed to hear. It is super thin. I'm going to put some on the back of my hand, and you can see just how thin that is. I like a thin texture, and I will say, other than the pretty strong fragrance, I'm liking it. It is, I would say, light to medium coverage, but it's wearing well. If I have a good mattifying primer underneath, it lasts. I don't notice it breaking up. It's been on sale for a minute though. Hopefully Ulta is not getting rid of it. But talking about skin-like, really, it feels like I have nothing on my face. I can build up the coverage a little bit. I think that looks nice. I've had this for a minute, but it is a newer product from Essence, the Baby Got Bronze. I have mine, I believe the shade is Moonstone, which is quite cool, but I am going to warm it up with my Essence bronzer, so I'm going to just really take this underneath my cheekbone and keep it light, just to add a little bit of definition to my face. I have found with these Baby Got blush and these Baby Got bronzer that it is easier to go off of your hand. They do smell like watermelon. I couldn't help myself. I picked up this stain from Essence. It's called What a Tint, and it is a lip and cheek stain. I hope I do not ruin my makeup with this. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use it on my cheeks. I'm gonna dot it on one side, and then I'm gonna use my brush to blend it in. My freshly cleaned e.l.f. Putty primer brush. All right, maybe that wasn't enough. And hopefully it doesn't disturb my foundation. I've heard mixed reviews on this product. It smells good too. Okay, I think it did lift up my foundation. Can't say I'm loving this. Let's go ahead and put it on the other cheek just so that I match. And then I do have my powder blush from Essence that I love, that hopefully will add a little more smoothness, but it does not look smooth. Try it on the lips. It's pink. We'll leave it on for a few minutes, and then I do have a new lip product to play with. I am all backwards today. I have my e.l.f. Under Eye Brightener that I have been testing and I have been enjoying. I'm going to follow it up with my Sephora Serum Concealer. This has been in my stash. I'm just refamiliarizing myself with all these Ulta and Sephora items. I'm going to let it sit. I gave that about a minute, and I have my e.l.f. Camo Concealer Sponge. I'm just going to tap it in. My under eye routine is ever changing. I still love that Rare Beauty concealer brush, but I only have it in here. So this is what I've been using in my bedroom, and it's been working out well, so I wanted to show you all. Because, crazy as it sounds, I have dry under eyes, and I've been baking. It's really, really brightening my under eyes and making them look smooth. It's been working out pretty well. I have this Ulta Collection Hyaluronic Acid Powder. So I'm gonna leave that powder on there for at least 5 minutes, and then I'll dust it off. I'll go ahead and set the bronzer. And now I'll go into one of my favorite blushes. This is from Essence. This one is the Shimmery Rose. I think I like the Goldie Cassis one a little bit more, but it's got a little bit of a purple undertone to it. This one is a little more traditional pink, and I'm hoping that this will save what that stain did. These baked blushes, I've heard them compared to Hourglass. I do not have an Hourglass blush, but I know the bronzer's beautiful. All right, this stain came off a little bit. I just don't love the shade that it is on my lips. Dust off this bake, and I've been happy with my under eyes. They're not looking crepey and dry. It's working out. I don't know if it's the sponge or making sure that you wait 5 to 10 minutes, but I'm liking it. I grabbed a new lip liner from Ulta Beauty that I think I've owned before. This is their automatic lip liner, and I got mine in the shade Spice. All right, that was nice. I like that. I'm probably gonna do a dedicated Sephora brand video, which I've done those before. I've been a huge fan of Sephora collection for a long time. And then another video with the Ulta Beauty, because that one I did not have as much. And then I'll combine, but I'm already forming opinion as to what brand I'm preferring. I like that lip liner. For lipstick, I grabbed the new Essence 8 Hour Matte Lip Color. I had the previous one, I'll post a picture, and I liked it, but it was very, very dry. And again, I've been wearing this for about the last week. This one is in the shade Cinnamon Spice. So I gave it a minute to set. I also swatched it on the back of my hand, just in case that pink altered the shade at all. I don't think that it did. It is a beautiful shade for me. It is I would call it a very neutral brown, maybe even pinky leaning. I love it. It feels thinner. This feels like nothing. There is no stick whatsoever on my lips. Lightweight going on. Love it. Just to ruin it, I fell for the hype and I finally picked up the NYX Fat Oil. I picked up the shade Follow Back, and I will swatch it for you. It looks kind of peachy, but there's really not much pigment, maybe just a shine going on. And it smells good. Thought I spilled it on myself. I think it took off a bit of the lipstick, but that's okay, that's normal. There's no stickiness whatsoever. It smells good. I like the doe foot. I get it, it's worth the hype. One last thing before I get into some final thoughts, I picked up the Wet n Wild Natural Finish Setting Spray. You know I love the Fight Dirty. I've never owned this one. So I picked it up and I want to test it out. I heard the mister is nice. Feels good. Right, that feels really nice. That mister is fabulous. Final thoughts on the new products that I tried. Brow gel. I like it. I have a very soft, natural brow today, and I'm okay with that because I feel like the face has a little bit more of a soft, natural look. I could always amp it up by adding my pencil first and then setting it with this. I like it. I think this is comparable to the Thick It Slick It, even in wear time. It seems to be a good hold. The primer, it's just in the okay category for me right now. This Ulta Beauty Serum Foundation, I'm really liking it. I love the way that my skin looks right now. I look like I have no foundation on, very natural. Still enjoying this under eye brightener from e.l.f. The Ulta liner, it's okay. It doesn't seem to be transferring down. I'll keep an eye on that. Wasn't the inkiest black, it seems to be doing a good job. This Essence What a Tint, no. The Ulta lip liner was great, and I know that Ulta Beauty goes on sale quite a bit, so if you can find a shade that you like, this Spice is right up my alley. It's just a nice nudie brown, not too light, not too dark. I like. The NYX Fat Oil, yeah, it's great. I do, I like it. It feels very silky on the lips, and I love the shine. The liquid shadow, I like it. I think it's very pretty. It's soft, but has enough pop that I think it's worth picking up. I will keep you posted if it creases and looks terrible throughout the day. And the setting spray, love it. These two were my fails, this What a Tint and this Mega Length from Wet n Wild. I will continue using this because sometimes my opinion changes, but right now I don't think it's great. So I hope this drugstore face was helpful. You saw some things that maybe you hadn't seen before, or I helped you make a decision whether or not you need it or you're gonna pass on that. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing before you leave. I'd love to have you join me. I upload Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. If you hit the notification bell, you'll get a notification every time that I upload. Give the video a thumbs up, it really helps my channel, and of course, leave me a comment. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.